Cat tries a banana for the first time and just can't hide his true feelings about it. Cats are notoriously picky eaters. Owners will try anything: canned food, dry kibble, homemade treats, if it means that their cat's appetite will be tempted. When you find something they like, there's no going back. However, for all their pickiness, there is one food that most cats seem to go nuts for. No, it's not a kitty treat, nor is it fish. When you see what put these cats on culinary cloud nine, you'll be baffled and bemused. Felines are known for their fickle appetites. Unlike dogs, they won't just gobble down anything you put in their bowl, and it can be even more of a struggle when it comes to getting a cat to eat healthy meals. Cats are obligate carnivores, but even though their instincts tell them to hunt birds and rodents, that doesn't mean they're averse to exploring their culinary options. That said, there might be one food they enjoy that you'd never assume they'd ever eat. It's a banana. We typically don't think of cats as having much of a taste for fruit, but Mao, the orange kitty, was determined to prove everyone wrong. He seemed curious when he came face to face with this banana. A couple of sniffs was all it took to pique his interest. By golly, he loved it. Have you ever seen a cat chow down like this before? There was just something about this fruit that made it so appealing to this little guy. He was practically going nuts over it. It might seem strange, but this funny kitty couldn't have been more excited to be hand-fed his favorite human food. Surely he was the only cat on Earth who ever felt this way about the popular yellow fruit. Or was he? Not quite. It turned out that Mao wasn't the only feline who had an affinity for nanners. Cats everywhere can't seem to get enough of them. Just look at this costumed Persian kitty chomping on this banana like a king. Winston the cat also loved bananas. How much, you ask? Well, not only did he eat bananas on occasion, but he even owned a bed inspired by his favorite snack. That way he could dream of the fruit every day and night. Of course, while bananas are not toxic to cats, they should only be offered to your pet in moderation, just like any other treat they might enjoy. Let's hope this little kitty got a bite after successfully playing Stay in the Circle long enough. This cute ginger might not have been related to Mao, but she certainly shared his fondness for bananas. Then again, it looked like she preferred snuggling with her banana rather than eating it. Hey, whatever floats your banana boat. Don't be fooled, this little guy might be wearing a monkey suit, but he was a kitty cat through and through. He just enjoyed munching on bananas like his primate pals, that's all. After a moment of hesitance, he gave in to his primal urge for potassium. Yum. Meanwhile, this cat realized exactly what she was getting away with as it was happening. While her owner was hanging out at the kitchen table eating a banana, she hopped right on up and decided to take a bite. Sharing's caring, right? According to this cat's owner, she loves bananas so much that she even received toys that were designed to look like bananas. Her toys even had catnip in them, so it wasn't a total bust when she realized it wasn't actually edible. This kitten might have been a little too young to feast on bananas, or anything other than kitten food really. He made sure to show his appreciation for his favorite fruit. Let's just hope his human didn't confuse him with the real thing. Who knew that bananas were not just a yummy treat, but a chic fashion statement too? Usually cats hate getting dressed up in costumes, but this one couldn't get enough of her banana suit. This cat looks downright pensive as she enjoys a tasty lick of her banana. Just like Mao, licking, no matter how tentatively, is most cats' first step in exploring new foods. It helps them to determine flavor, and it softens the item for chewing. Once the cat softens the food to their liking, they can begin to dig in. Look at how this tiny kitten was to gnaw on that banana once he decided he loved the taste of it. He was super focused. This cat had some serious feelings for the yellow tropical fruit. In fact, he would often meow incessantly until his owner finally caved in and peeled the banana open for him to enjoy. This cat and her owner shared a special bond, and that bond involved enjoying a banana for their afternoon snack. She scored the part of the fruit she wanted her kitty to enjoy, broke off the bitten end, and then polished it off herself. What a cute routine. Just check out the look on this cat's face. It was like he wasn't sure what to expect, but he was willing to be bold and give it a shot. Could this possibly be a banana convert in the making? It seemed likely. Who would have thought that cats could ever like bananas? But even though it's adorable to watch your little kitty chow down on a nanner, that doesn't mean that it's a good idea to go sharing everything you eat with them. When it comes to showing your pets love, the most effective method is often feeding them. With a one-track mind on their next meal, even the most standoffish pet can be won over. To make sure they never run out of treats for their furry friends, many pet owners will stock up on every type of chow imaginable. As of late, however, a few independent folks are taking a different approach. Recent years have seen a sharp uptick in people making their own pet food. Supporters provide a myriad of explanations as to why they got into it. They say it's cheaper, it's healthier, and that it's a great way to more closely bond with your animal. Besides viral recipe blogs, chefs have published full-on cookbooks explicitly for the purpose of preparing pet fare. Odds are that many of these cooks don't put as much effort into their own diet. But is this homemade gourmet kibble worth it? Pet owners can squabble all day long about whether or not it's easier to just buy the store brand, but experts are introducing an additional point to the discussion. Jennifer Larson is a research veterinarian at UC Davis, where she's taking a hard look at cat and dog nutrition. But she and her team have closely examined over 100 popular pet food recipes, which have led to some strong conclusions. Obviously, pet owners want nothing but the best for their companions. There's no shame in embracing your inner cat fanatic. Still, Jennifer warns that many of these recipes are actually endangering felines. In many cases, the recipe writers skew their concoctions based on what's appetizing to humans. But even if your kitty licks her lips at your dinner, that doesn't mean it's a healthy option for her. Evolutionary, cats are hunters. They need specific nutrients provided by fresh meat or carefully designed pet food. Felines simply cannot adapt to other diets, even if there are no warning signs at first. But rest assured, nutrition deficiencies will manifest themselves before long. Jennifer and her team have identified the full range of consequences, which run from annoying to potentially fatal. For one thing, homemade cat food often contains fattier ingredients than animals are used to. They'll certainly enjoy these meals, often meowing for seconds and thirds, but this diet can lead to severe obesity. On the other end of the spectrum, cats are falling ill due to a lack of nutrients. Vegan diets lead to all kinds of health disorders, with the worst recipes including ingredients that are toxic to cats. At the same time, Jennifer recognizes that she can't persuade all pet owners to stop making their own cat food, but they should at the very least ensure that they follow certain guidelines. It turns out that dogs aren't the only ones who enjoy gnawing on a good bone. Bone meal serves as cats' primary source of calcium. That's a must for strong bones and healthy teeth. Vegetables are acceptable in smaller quantities, though felines don't really need them to stay healthy. Just make sure to avoid cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli, as they cause bloating. Many pet owners instinctively season their pet's food the same way they'd prefer their own. But for cats, it's better to leave the spice rack alone. Some common flavoring ingredients are pure poison to cats. For instance, prominent fangs and hypnotizing gaze aren't the only traits that cats share with vampires. They also can't tolerate garlic, so make sure not to ever put it in a kitty dish. Jennifer wants pet owners to know that regulating a cat's diet is complicated. You want to make sure they're only biting into healthy foods. Otherwise, you could really be regretting your kitchen adventure. She says that ultimately, extensive training and expertise is necessary in order to fully understand the various aspects of this process. So you're probably best off leaving it to the experts and buying high-quality food from your local store.